Alright, so for today's video, I'm going to be doing the heater control valve. So here is the part number, and here's what it looks like brand new. So on the FZJ, not the 3FE engine, it's right here. So it looks like the previous owner actually bypassed it. There's a little metal pipe here, and behind that though is the valve, and it looks like it's been rotted out. So we're going to take that out and we're going to replace that. And this whole video is going to be real time this time. Sometimes I'll do stuff ahead of time to save some time on the video. Today I decided not to. But we'll see. Maybe that'll change if this gets too complicated and I run into some issues. But first thing is first, I'm going to undo these so I can get rid of them for the bypass purpose. Okay. This is on there pretty good. So I'm just shooting these little clamps over so I can get to the actual pipe portion. Man, it's still on there. Come on, man. Come on. Almost. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, wow. Okay. That's on there really good, actually. So next, the thing that's holding the heater control valve in is two bolts right there. And those bolts are going to be, obviously, the ones that go into this. Not sure what size they are, but I'm assuming a 10, maybe? And it's in there pretty good, so it's behind this plastic piece. I'm going to see if I can maybe get them out without removing this plastic piece. We'll see. Actually, usually I would use a ratchet set for something like this, but because it's a closed, tight spot, I actually just bought these today at Harbor Freight, and I'm not fucking trying to sell these or sponsored by them or anything, but I've been wanting some of these ratcheting wrenches for a while. Finally picked them up for 29 bucks. Yep, so they are 10 millimeters. gonna have to take the plastic trim off. God dang it. Alright, so unfortunately I am going to have to take this plastic trim off. It looks like it's just 2 bolts, and I don't know, they look like 12s to me. I could be completely wrong. Okay, for that we're going to use the ratchet. And let's see if I guess correct, and that they're 12s. Yeah, look about 12s to me. Let's see. Oh yeah, 12 for sure. Alright, there's one. Don't want to lose that. Probably will, but I'm going to place it on the air tank. Oh, that one's a little tighter though, huh? Gosh dang it. Okay. Man down. What happens when you can't afford to pay a camera crew? Okay, okay. There we go. Back in it's winning. Now this bolt right here is a little tighter. I might not need to get it off. I don't know yet. Let me see. One side might have been good enough. Oh yeah. I think we're good with that one side. Now, one thing I usually do that I did not do is I did not spray these down with any PB Blast. And I wish I would have now. I can't believe these are this long. Okay. Come on. Okay. I guess we just don't want to come out all the way. That's fine. Okay. Now we need a hand do this one. Or maybe not, huh? out of the way. Come on, baby. What are you stuck on? Okay, I see you. I see you. Let's see what you're stuck on. Okay, got you off. Little clamp right here. We gotta undo on it. There we go. Oh, shnikes. Oh, don't be as stupid as I am and just drop. Oh, wow. Okay. This thing's pain freaking butthole right now. Which it shouldn't be. I don't know why it is. Oh, God. What the heck? There we go. Jesus. So, hope you can see that. That's what mine looked like. I wonder why they bypassed it. And let's look what they're supposed to look like. See that? They should look like. That's what that one looks like. Yeah, pretty fucked. Now we gotta get that screw back. And I'm hoping it just fell underneath the engine. Okay, it is not under the car. Sucks. Alright, I think I see it. Alright, so apologize about that. But I ended up finding dun, 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 the other screw. Alright, so now we gotta get that fucking pipe off. I think I'm gonna have to use a wrench or pliers. Alright, so I usually wouldn't recommend using pliers. Boom! On something like this. But today I am. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll use something like this, like a silicone type lube, or just PB Blaster. And I'll spray a little bit on whatever it is that I'm trying to get off. And then what I try to do first is we see if we can do it by hand. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's stuck on there real nice. And if we can't do it by hand, I use the pliers to hold the hose. And what I'm trying to do is twist, right? So I'm trying to get that silicone base in there. There we go. And worked around a little bit. Because what that'll do is it'll make that fucking shit come off a lot easier. And I've had to do this a lot more times than you would think. Living in my tiny house, I've had a lot of times where stupid fucking hoses are just not wanting to work with you. Man, this thing still doesn't want to come off. Wow, okay. Let's try it this way. There we go. Come on, hose. Okay, so that one's moving around now. I was hoping I could just get one end off and then the other. Wow, that one does not want to budge. Okay, there we go. There we go. Getting a little something. Come on, man. There we go. Okay, there we go. It's dripping out. Good thing is about these hoses, though, is they actually look fairly new. Fairly in good condition, should I say. So I don't think I'll have to replace those. Wow, that pipe's in there pretty far, too. Okay. Let's see if I can do it by hand now. Oh, yeah. There we go. See? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now that one doesn't want to come out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Woo! Now, did you see that? Look at that. Nastiness. Listen to that. Okay, now what we're going to do is get a rag, clean out that inside. All right, handy dandy rag. Yeah, that hose is nice. It's still pliable, right? When hoses go bad because they're rubber, you should be able to squeeze them. I mean, that should make sense, right? Rubber squeezes. If you can't squeeze it, probably something's up with it. It's time to replace it, because when you can't squeeze them anymore, that means they're starting to dry out, get rotted. All right, that looks good to me. All right, time to get the new part and replace. All right, brand new part. You know what? I think I'm going to bolt it in first. Yeah, we're going to bolt it in first. Another thing I love about this car is how big the engine bay is. It's still a pain in the butt to get to some things sometimes, to be honest, but so much freaking easier than any other car I've worked on. Okay, let's see if that works, huh? We'll start with you, because you look like the easier side. Okay. And what I also did with these, and again, usually I use PB Blaster. Today was the first day I started using that silicone spray. but I like to spray my screws down with PB Blast, or like I said, that silicone spray. And what I believe that does is it just makes it easier and more protected from rusting out over time, and even the threads inside these holes, right? And what I usually will do is I work them in by hand, and then I'll loosen them by hand too. Once or twice, and you'd be surprised. So when you tighten them by hand and they stop at a certain point, and then you loosen them and tighten them again when they have, like I said, like a PB, WD-40, some kind of spray adhesive to help with rust and help with just mobility and fluidity of them, that you'd be surprised at how much more you can tighten them just by hand, and how much more better they become and longer they last. Wow. Like that? Yeah, I don't even know if I want to use a wrench. Hold on, people. Just dropped my wrench. Yeah, these are pretty freaking tight as is. Yeah, I guess so. They can go a little tighter. And what I always do too is after you tighten stuff like this, check on it after a couple days of driving around your vehicle, right? Because it could loosen, right, with the vibration or what have you. You might not have tightened it enough. Tight. Okay. Oh, actually no, not tight. We still got to put on all of this stuff. Okay, so you'll see, I don't know if you can see it or not in the video. Let me see, there's a little tiny spring right here. Let's see if I can zoom in on you. God dang it. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. But there, I promise you, there's a little circle with a little line that goes to it, and it feeds right on top of that clip right there. Just like that. I think you can see that. It's right there. And then there's a little bracket right here on that new piece of metal. It basically just clips to lock it in place, right? So that thing doesn't go too far, I guess you could say. Where did it go? Why can't I get my hands in here? Wow. I'm just looking at some other stuff while I'm back here. Some things that I'm not too happy with how they look. Some of the wires back here look a little shredded, like they're starting to almost show, which is not good. I have to do some stuff with that. Okay. Okay, one side. Why doesn't that seem to want to go? other side. Oh, snakes. You know what my dumbass just did? I forgot to put the clamp back on this side. So don't be like me. I forget to put the clamp back on. And even these clamps are pretty nasty. Remember, when you put the clamps back on, really remember how they're oriented towards you, right? Because if you put the clamp on, like down here, it might be harder for you to get it off in the future than it is right now. Oh, where did the screwdriver go? Oh, shoot. It's already up there, Dave. All right, so last two things. One is bolt into there. Again, I sprayed it down with some lube. In this case, I didn't hand tighten it, so I'm going to loosen it a little bit and retighten it just to get those threads nice and lubricated. Oh, and last but not least is we got to retighten these suckers back up. Looks good to me on that side. There we go. Whew. And that is it, my friends. So hopefully you liked that install video. If you have any questions, comment them below, message me. Hope you liked the video. If you know a better way to install that or take the other one out, again, put that below too. This is a community. We're trying to build better, more efficient ways to do work on our cars, right? Because biggest thing is we're learning a new skill, which is a thumbs up, and we're also saving money, which is a thumbs up, right? It's good to know how to work on your own stuff. Your install should be faster than mine was, because not only did I have to take the old one off, I had to take that stupid metal pipe off. So again, see you next time for the next video.